Battery yet. I think we got something here. I hope so, anyway. Sorry, just getting things last set up. Just for the sake of people to come and watch if they so wish. I hope so, anyway. No, this is a bit late notice, but anyway, what can you do? Okay, excuse the Discord coming up. This is just to get things sorted out. Alright, I think we're all good here. Okay. Just give me... Get a quick Twitter setup. I know I technically should have done this beforehand. I apologize. Oh, section 2, the Pokemon... There we go. Alright, there we go. Hopefully we get some responses. So, probably wait till some people turn up, because I don't even know if anyone's turning up yet. Oh, there we go. We got some people. There we go there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this special little live stream that's quite a surprise option coming up. But anyway, guys, I'm Brownie of the JCG Gamers, charting with joy with a live reaction to the Pokemon Direct. That's right. So, today, on the 27th of February... we are treated to a nice 7-minute breathtaking appearance of Pokemon news. Now, for those who don't know, I love the Pokemon series. I have since I first started. So, this is kind of a big one. Now, this is a big one because a lot of people are passing around a lot of speculation. In fact, I'm looking at the chat on there, and there's a lot of things being flown around. Like, for example, there is this stuff like saying it's Gen 8 news. It's obviously like Gen 4 remakes. It's Mystery Dungeon. It's a lot of other things in the process. So, what do I hope to see from this lovable little experience? Personally, for me, I'm eager for the Gen 8 a bit more. The reason I say that is because of the fact of the rumor passing round as to what Gen 8 is all about. For those who don't know, Gen 8 is supposedly rumored to have its region sort of confirmed. You know, like, for example, we had, like, say, Gen 4 for, oh, hang on a second. I'm being pestered with thingies. Hopefully we'll get some luck here. Oh, sorry about that, guys. By the way, is anyone actually in the chat watching? Just curious. I see people are watching, but I'm not entirely sure if anybody is. That and the fact I put the text box a bit to the side and I didn't know if it was in the right spot or not, so... actually, you know what? Let's make that... there, let's try that. Oh, no, that's not good enough. No, let's just stick with that and see what happens. Okay, sorry. I literally just sorted this out last second, so I apologize on this. But anyway, as I was trying to get at, like, for example, we've got Gen 4 and, like, all the gens and stuff like that, they're sort of based off other regions. Like, for example, we had Gen 7 that was based off of the Hawaii versions. We had, I believe, New York, and X and Y was based off of France. So it would be nice to see how this turns out. That the rumor is passing around that Gen 8 is rumored to be based off the United Kingdom. That's the rumor, and I would like to see if that is confirmed. If it is, fantastic. If it's not, then at least the confirmation is there, and that would be pretty good. Other bit of news, Gen 4 is where people believe that the story got a lot better for the Pokemon games, and it got better from there. So it'd be nice to see if we got our Gen 4 remakes, because if you think about it, we've seen stuff for the DS, and we've seen Nintendo do remakes on a couple of other games kind of recently. Yeah, as we know, we've done the Mario and Luigi series as a nice little rehash. I mean, we got Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story with newer graphics and same story, but a different coat of paint, so to speak, which I thought was pretty nice. So it would be nice to see if we do get something along those lines. The other thing to mention is, and this is just my personal preference, I would really like to see another mystery dungeon. That is the one I am looking forward to seeing the most. Please excuse the switch over here. Oh, fucking notifications. I'm getting notifications here. By the way, is anyone actually watching, by the way, or typing in chat? Because I can't see the text box at the minute. So please excuse me for that. Now, I'll admit to one thing about it. I really hope we do not, and this is my personal thing. Oh, there we go. I'm watching about this and the direct. Oh, fair enough, Yan. Oh, sorry, dude. Oh, and my text box has gone out of whack. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't realize there. Hello, Roy. Hello, Will. Hello, Tian. Good to see you guys. So, what are you guys looking forward to seeing for a Pokemon thing? In fact, let's have a question to go this. What is the one thing you don't want to see of the Pokemon series? Actually extend it a little. The thing is, there's a white box sitting at the top, and I didn't want it distracting, so my bad. Nah. I had derp. Okay, but yeah. Personally for me, as I say, the one bit of news I would not like to see, I do not want to see any sort of spin-off besides Mystery Dungeon. Mystery Dungeon for me has been a series I've loved for a while. I would love that when it comes out. Don't want. Gen 4 you do not want Gen 4 remakes. That's an interesting one. I mean, I would personally like it because so far we've had every gen have its moment of a remake. Or rather, an extension. Except, obviously, for X and Y, as we know. Want to stop bringing back the Kanto Pokemon Night to see more unique Pokemon? Yeah, that's a good one to have. No, I agree on that one. Because if you take a look at it, we've had like a load of gens where they've introduced like old ones. The problem with me is when I played Sun and Moon on the live stream, I had mostly mons I was familiar with rather than the newer ones. The only one I kept was Incineroar. And I have no quarrel with that. Just, I hope if they do a Gen 8 reveal, that they showcase more, like, original mons. Something fell off. Excuse me a second. Please don't start. Please don't start. Sorry, I lost a figure. Nothing to do with Pokemon, just because. Yeah. Now, as I say, I have absolute... Incineroar and Toucan with any new ones in the playthrough. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to use them. I wanted to use the newer mons, but I just couldn't find the ones I really liked. Incineroar I liked. Solgaleo I did, but I got attached to my team and I didn't want it to change. That was my reason for it. Right. What else to go on? Involving Megas and Alolan mons. Yeah. Now, that's not to say, Megas I have no quarrel with, because Megas were pretty good, but I wish they kind of did more of the other mons to bring them a bit further up. Kind of when they did for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they gave us more. Now, now we've got the Let's Go games. In honesty, to be honest, the Let's Go games I don't mind. The reason is I kind of feel like that was more of a test, rather than a broad forward. But that's me. Let's see. What else to go on here? Alright, I think, as I say, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is something I would love to see. The reason about that is because I would actually like to see... I would like to see if they brought back Mystery Dungeon, they went back to the formula they had for Diamond, Darkness, and Sky. Because in my opinion, those are the best games of the series. Now, in the past, we've had games that have merged with other ideas to give us other things. We had obviously Pokemon Conquest, which was a strategy game compared to, well, basically Fire Emblem Battle Arena, etc., combined with the idea of the Samurai Warriors, I believe it was, which I thought would have been quite nice to say. No, Avast, I do not want to update. Fucking hell. Now, someone did actually mention in the chat here, not our chat, but on the chat on the thing, they wouldn't mind seeing a Pokemon Ranger game. The Ranger games, I think, would do well. In fact, to be honest, with the Switch, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Nobunaga's Ambition. Thank you, Paladin. Thank you so much. Now, as I say, a Switch game with, like, Pokemon Ranger, I would not mind to see. I think it could work, but they'd have to find a way to really make it work for what it is. To be honest, the Wii U was the missed opportunity where they could have brought back the Ranger series, but of course we didn't quite get that, which was annoying as hell, but what can you do? Let's see. I think those are the major ones. I mean, we have Pokemon Pinball, which should be an idea to have, but honestly, for me, let's see. Actually, here's a question for some of you guys. Out of the spin-off Pokemon games, like Mystery Dungeon, Pinball, Ranger, those types of ones, what would you like to see come back if they do anything with this series? We still got 5 minutes, so let's see if we can get some talking. I want to see some talking. I make myself a little bigger. And our view count went down rather badly. Well, that sucks. But, you know, what can you do? Let's see, what does Palin say? Pretty sure this will be a Gen 8 reveal. I'm curious what they're going to bring to the table with the Switch's new features. Yep, I could see that. To be honest, I think if they bring in anything from the Let's Go series into a Gen 8... I kind of hope it's the find the random Pokemon around rather than the catching mechanic. I mean, I don't mind if they bring it back. I just hope they fine-tune it for the other things, because I had a hard time catching shit on that game, which annoyed me. Let's see. Tian says, haven't had a good Ranger game lately. I'd like to see that one come back. Yeah? That'd be a good one. If they bring back the multiplayer one. What was the multiplayer one? Guardian Signs, I believe that was. But I would like to actually see that. Paladin says it's pretty much a Gen 8, as we say there. Yep. Is it bad that half expecting them to release the Pokemon game that takes us to every region? To be honest, I would like that, but I don't think they'd have a console that's big enough, or rather outside of Nintendo's bracket, to kind of go into that territory. I mean, we could, but what can you do? Let's see. I would like to see the Pokeball Plus functionality return. It sucked for them to change the thing for a controller for one game. Yeah, that's true. Maybe they make that as a controller for Gen 8. In which case, we'd have to bring back the catch mechanic, which I think would suck, but at least it would make sense. Maybe, like, add a patch for it you could download into it, and that would actually work. We've got 3 minutes to go before we finally get our results. Oh, please excuse me. Just gonna get a volume up. And then we're all good. Ah, no. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, everybody. Now, I'll be honest, I never played much else outside the Mystery Dungeon series, and yeah, what if we could use both traditional and the newer capture mechanic? Yeah, maybe. That would be interesting to see. Like, maybe you chose which mechanic you wanted to try catch things, and maybe there was a benefit to both sides. Like, for example, if you did it via the Let's Go method, the catch rate is easier to get them, but maybe you got like an extra bonus, like extra XP if you managed to catch it that way. Or if you did the battle method, you got more experience, but it was a harder catch rate. You know, that could be an idea. And we got 2 minutes to go. Actually, here's something I need to bring up, if I may. If they do anything with Gen 8, I really hope they don't actually bring back anything from the olden days. Now, we've had something mentioned before. It would be nice to see something that's not Kanto-based. But you know, I think if they brought something back, I hope it's not like, say, let's bring back gym leaders, let's bring back other regions. You know. It is almost time, Will! It is almost time! Actually, no. It is time! We got 1 minute to go. So, everyone, predictions. Are we going to get some great news in this? Yes or no? In fact, let's see that. If you think it's going to be great, do hashtag catch. If you think it's going to suck, hashtag run. Let me see what you guys think. I mean, we got Pokemon here, but let's see what we get. There's a few things here. Let's see. We got Pokemon box. Not much mad. We're literally just about to start. The time has come. We've got a catch. We got one for catch from Tien. So let's see what we get. Run and catch. You think yay or nay? Attracted for my free company most this afternoon. Well, let's hope it was worth it. Oh, this is tense. This is tense. Oh no, I need the bathroom now. No! Not now! Yeah, it'd be like I run off to the... Oh, there we go!
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Hi, Ishihara!
Today, I would like to share some very special information with all of you. Pokemon trainers all around the globe have already enjoyed many adventures in the various regions of the Pokemon world.
True.
Along the way, trainers have encountered many different Pokemon, battled against countless other Pokemon trainers, and experienced stories all their own.
And honestly loved every minute.
And this year, a new Pokemon journey will begin for all of you.
Oh.
We've prepared a special video to welcome you to the setting of your next adventure.
Oh, here we go! So what we got?
Please, take a look.
Gen 4 remake or Gen 8? What have we got? What have we got? I'm predicting Gen 8! Oh my... Wait! What? Wait! Is this... Is that Gen 8? Oh my god! Gen 8! That's Gen 8! Let's go! Minchino? Pikachu? Ah! That's a fish! We got Gen 8! This is Gen 8! Kita there, Munchlax. Mine Shafts? Oh my god! Wait, what? What the hell? Oh, this is a new feature? What have we got? It's England-based! It is England! Yes! Wait. Huh? Is this our new Mons? What the hell? Oh! That's our fire starter! Water? Who's water? Who's water? Oh, that's adorable! So that's the water one. This is grass. Grass has got a monkey! I got a monkey! Oh! That's it! Gen 8! This is Gen 8! Do we have names? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield! Ooh! What is... a crowd? So Sword and Shield! We're going items for the next one! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Today, we are pleased to announce all new entries in the main series of Pokemon RPGs for Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. And for an introduction to the adventure that awaits you in these
What have we got?
I'd like to ask this next guest to tell you more.
I'm Junichi Masuda from Game Freak, and I have been working as the producer for these titles.
Hi, Masuda!
Right now, we at Game Freak are hard at work on the development of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. For the veteran Pokemon trainers who have experienced so many adventures with us up until now. For the new trainers who held a Pokeball for the first time in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game, or the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee game. And for all those out there looking to become Pokemon trainers for the first time. These games will be new entries in the Pokemon series. Role-playing games that will get any player fired up.
So this is
and excited.
definitely Gen 8.
Since these are new entries, naturally, you'll find that they take place in a new region.
What we got?
Never before seen Pokemon living there, and new adventures you've yet to experience.
Do we get...
So let's turn to the director of these games, our own Mr. Omori, to hear more.
Omori!
I'm Shigeru Omori from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The setting of these games is known as the Galar
The
region.
Gala!
Galar is an expansive region with many environments, containing idyllic countryside and contemporary cities, vast plains, and craggy snow-covered
A
mountains.
straight line. It's a straight line.
The people and Pokemon live here, and they've worked together to develop...
It's
industries
one straight
to-
line!
Here in this region, you'll visit gyms with the newly discovered Pokemon you choose to be your first partner, aiming for the enviable and admirable title of champion. So let's get to know the Pokemon.
So who do we have?
Part-
Oh, they're awesome!
The chimp Pokemon, Grookey. This mischievous
Grookey?
Pokemon is full of boundless curiosity.
Crookie.
The rabbit Pokemon, Scorbunny, which is always running about, bursting with energy.
Okay.
And the water lizard Pokemon, Sobble. It's a bit
Sobble!
timid, shooting out attacks as it hides itself in the water. You'll choose one of these distinct Pokemon to be your trusty partner, and set out across the Galar region on a new adventure.
Okay.
Along the way, there will be many more never-before-seen Pokemon waiting to meet you and be discovered.
So these are starters.
As we work on the development of these games, our goal has been to create the greatest Pokemon experience yet.
I think I'll
We're
choose...
challenging ourselves to try new things,
Ooh!
while still treasuring what makes Pokemon special.
They're actually
So we hope
branching!
you'll all be looking forward to the adventures awaiting you in the Galar region.
So, what did you think? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be released
Late 2019, so we got an area! It's definitely this year!
And that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019.
What?
We've got plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand that we hope will delight you. Thank you all for tuning in today.
Okay, so that's what we've got. So let's first take a look at what bag we had. So we're gonna look back over this a little bit. So let's start off with our region here.
The setting of these games
So this is our region. Our first region that we got here is the Gala region. Now, from what we have a look here, it looks like, and I don't mean harsh by this, it looks like we've got one straight line of a region. Now, it looks nice, I'll admit, but if we take a look, it literally is one straight line. Now, judging from it, it's going to be starting from the bottom, going all the way to the top. But, I don't know, maybe there's more to this than we're not looking at yet. Maybe there's going to be some branches somewhere, and it would be nice to see where we go with this. But, I don't know, the region's kind of a hit and miss for me here, but to be honest, we mostly had widespread, so maybe their new idea is they're trying this area. Now, the other thing we need to think of is obviously the starters. I'm gonna get to there. So, here are our three starters. We've got Grookey, the little monkey. We got Scorbunny, who's obviously the fire type, and we got Sobble, who's the water type. Now, based on these three here, we've sort of had the idea of Grookey before as a monkey. We've had Chimchar from the starters being the fire monkey. So it's nice to see it on another end of the spectrum, but it will be interesting to see where these go. Scorbunny being the fire type, obviously, we haven't had a bunny as a starter, but we have had, obviously, like, stand-up bunnies before. Let's see. Oh, what's it with Will? But that must be going through the different parts of the world, but once you get into the small parts of the world, it's actually way bigger than we've imagined. That is true. That is true. I mean, this is only based on first glances, so for all we know, it could be interesting to see. Now, to mention about Sobble, Sobble is obviously going for the reptile water route. Now, the thing is, we had Froakie, and it would be interesting to see where this is going, but, you know, I mean, it's hard to say, but I'd say based on these 3 Pokemon here, my personal pick, I will personally pick Scorbunny of the 3. For me, I just like the idea of it. I mean, maybe if I find out a bit more, I might go for a choice, but based on first impressions, Scorbunny is going to be my personal pick. What about you guys all watching in the chat? Who is your personal preference? Are you Team Grass, Team Fire, or Team Water? Let's see what you got for your hashtags. So that's what we got there. Fine for Fire for Will. Alright, so based on there, loved it. So, also, now let's look at the designs and the names of the game. We have Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Now, unlike the other sort of areas that we got here, up for Fire over here, that's fair enough. Now, with those names, Sword and Shield. Now, this is probably speculating what we've got for the idea of the legendaries, because normally the legendaries base themselves around the names of the game. For example, if we look at Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, Ruby had Groudon, Sapphire was Kyogre, but they weren't based on gems, it was just based on that. Whereas X and Y, pure obvious how they'll go there, with Xerneas and Yurvatel. Now, with Sword and Shield, my guess for the legendaries, we're looking at one that's going to have an amazing attack stat, an amazing defense stat. Personally, for me, it's really hard to say exactly which of the 2 I would prefer. The thing is, when I play games, I mostly rely on defensive and evasion, so Pokemon Shield is probably my way of going. But I kind of need to see a bit more of the legendaries before I give an honest opinion. But, you know, what can I say there? Now, the other thing as well, the trainer designs. So this is what our male looks like, and this is what our female looks like. Out of the 2, though, I do think the designs are pretty nice, and if they are going for the UK style, they're definitely giving us the mountainous fairy vibe, which I think is quite nice. Now, I hope that they do give us the customizable option that we had before, where we had, like, in X and Y and Sun and Moon, where they gave us the options of things. I hope they do bring that back, so they gave us a nice bit of variety here, but otherwise, I do think I like what they got. And they look like they aged up. Customization is doable. It should be doable. And to the top of their items, their heads. Well, also, by the way, when you mentioned that, yes, but there is one other thing to mention. Look at the heads. They're both wolves. Or both beasts. Now, that was one there. So if you're checking the trainers are different. Oh, fair enough then. Now, the other thing to mention as well, we saw something else. Where is it? Where's that other thing? This! What is this all about? Because we can't see much of it because of my quality here, and I apologize. But if we take a look here... Sorry, I'll just go back a little bit here. Oh, too far? We seem to have like a design on our character here. And it will be interesting to see there. So it looks like they're adding another sort of idea. But judging from the look of like what the character looks like, I'd say what we're looking at here, rugby being one. In fact, we can't really get a good there. Recognize it in competitive battles, maybe, and well, or maybe they might be doing. And this is my personal viewpoint. Maybe they're doing the Pokemon Go aspect here. Remember, we've got Sword and Shield. Could it possibly be that the Sword and Shield are 2 different teams in this case? Yeah, it could be a Pokemon sport. Marathon racing was something that popped into my head as well. Giant Stadium gameplay. It's pretty good. Now, if we look there, we've obviously got a reference to Big Ben, which I thought was pretty nice. Which I generally thought was pretty cool. Now, let's take a look, because we saw a couple of things here. So we have like what looks like the starting town. And then we've got a bunch of other varieties as well. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So we've got like our standard town. We've got like a hustle-bustle city.
And they've worked together to develop the...
And then we've got... oh! That's Bogue! Damn it! Can't do any more with it now! Ah, that fucking sucks. Okay, fair enough then. Well, we did a good job on that one at least, as best we can. So, okay. Yeah, let's check the YouTube. We'll quickly load that back up and see if we get anything about it. Hopefully something there. Nothing along those lines there. Okay. So it looks like a lot of people are pretty happy. Oh, damn, there's a lot of people who are really looking at this one. No, that shouldn't matter. Okay. So it looks like there's a lot there. Yeah, a darling things. Might have to... oh, yeah, United Kingdom. So, Nintendo. You'd think it would be the first one. Oh, here we go. Okay.
To announce all new entries.
Oh, maybe we'll get a better look at the character. Oh, here we go. Better look at the character. Wait, look at that. That's a sports shirt. That is a sports shirt. I think we might be having a sport. I think you guys might be right. Look at that. That is a proper... that is like a sports shirt. Now, here's another thing that caught my eye. Look at this. We have ourselves a monolith style thing, like a ruin. Now, obviously, we all know in RPGs, when a ruin or something along those lines is obviously going to creep back up, and it's going to be majorly important. So, the question we've got is, what do we base on this? It's obvious we get like a towering figure, and judging from it, it looks sort of humanoid. Judging from the left there, it looks like we've got, if we look with the mouse, we look over here, we got like what looks like a wind symbol, or maybe that might be the sun or something. I don't know. So it's obvious we may have Sword and Shield giving us sort of a vibe on perhaps they're Pokemon involving the weather. So the question is, are we getting along the lines of Pokemon sort of Ruby and Sapphire vibes again, or are we looking at sort of deities? That will be interesting to see. So, also from the look, it looks like they brought back the animation from before, which I thought was pretty good. But overall, I honestly like what I see here. And it's nice to see Fletchling getting some love too. But overall, I'd say we've got ourselves something pretty nice. Now, the other thing to mention as well, we got a couple of other things that showcased, obviously, like different areas. So we got snowy mountains, as we know, and then we've got mines again, exploring the mines, which is going to be quite interesting. And this is what we got. Look at this. This is basically what we got there. Now, if you looked closely when we did the outfit ones, when we looked at the outfits earlier, they've got the same symbol on them, on their arm, as they do on the gyms. Look there, there's that red and green circle figure. And then if we play this, take a look. It's the same symbol on the arm. So the question is, what are we looking at with this? Do you, like, battle in a... So here's the thing, though. What is the relationship between the gyms, if this is the gyms, and this? And the bigger question, are those the gyms entirely, or have they done the sun and moon trick where it's something else entirely different? Because if we have something that looks like a sports team, could it possibly be that instead of a gym battle, we may get a different style of battling entirely to get to the final battles? It will be interesting to see, because it'll be interesting. Plus, the question, of course, as well, I'm trying to think is this the first gym?
First partner,
Oh.
aiming for the enviable and... admirable title of champion.
So champion is still a thing according to this, but is this basically the... I mean, as I say, I'm still thinking there might be more to this, but otherwise, I'd say I'm pretty happy with what we've got here. Now, my personal grip... honestly, at the moment, I kind of wish they gave us a little hint there. But my other little preference is it kind of is to do with the starters a little bit. It kind of looks like they really have done the naming aspect of taking the first bit and then going for another bit. I mean, look at Grookey. Grookey, we've got Gr for grass and Uki for monkey. We've got Skullbunny, Scorch and Bunny, and Sobble might be Salamander and Bubble. So, I do think they're running out of ideas for names, but to be honest, it kind of is hard when you've already used a really good name for something and you can't really use it for something else. But overall, I have no personal... It's not like a major... but it's more like a... type of thing. Now, apart from that... what do we personally think about our hopes for Gen 8, ladies and gentlemen? Do we think this is going to be a massive success, or do we think this is going to be a bit of a failure on the other end? Now, the other thing to mention here is the fact it definitely is for the Switch, which means it's more powerful, and for the highlight moment, it is the first Pokemon game on a home console rather than a handheld. Pokemon has been on handheld for a while, and it's only been on a couple of occasions on the main consoles, but they've been like mostly spin-off games, and that's stuff like Pokemon Stadium, the Pokemon Coliseum games, XD, there's the Pikachu, the Pokemon TV game, and there's the Hey You Pikachu as well. So it is nice to see that this is going to be the first one for the home console. Because home consoles are more powerful than handhelds, it's going to be nice to see where they go with this. And the question I think to ask is, how many are joining the fray? Are we looking at, yep, the battle dimensions? Yes, that's true. That is true. It's giving us more things so you can just battle where you can. Now, let's see. What's this one for Will here? Gen 8 is the very problem with why we can't have nice things anymore. They ran originality into the ground. That is true. Now, I will say I am still going to look forward to it. I'm still going to get it because I've grown up with Pokemon and it'd be nice to do this. And I think I'd like to announce I would really like to live stream it if you guys would really love to see it. Now, I might do it. I'm actually going to do it as a blind run if people want to see it. And I really want to try to do it because we did that with Pokemon Sun. We had an absolute blast when we did it. What do we have here? Right there. To be honest, you can kind of see where they're starting to run out of ideas with names like Sword and Shield. And that is true. Don't forget they thought sticking 3 Pokemon together was a new Pokemon. Magneton and Dugtrio. Yeah, well that was back at Gen 1, so maybe those were the last-ditch ones. But overall, we need to see exactly what Pokemon we get this time. Because if this is based off the UK, which it looks like, they have to look at what sort of creatures live in the UK, and they go with it. Because in the UK, there are tons of animals you could think of. There's like the Old English sheepdog and the bulldog. You've got like the symbol of the coat of arms, the lion and the unicorn. So, actually, hold on. I just thought. The coat of arms is a bloody shield, and there's a lion and a unicorn. I'm tempted to say that those might be the 2 styles of legendaries we've got. Sword could be a unicorn because of the horn, and Shield could be based off the lion who's a Pridal. Maybe that might be the idea, but we've already just had a lion legendary. We've had Solgaleo. Could we maybe see something different? Could we maybe see, like, the other areas? Because if it is of the UK, do we get something based off of Scotland? Do we get, like, a dragon for the Coat of Wales? That would be interesting. And or Sword and Shield, 2 houses fighting against each other. Maybe. Aegislash becomes a legendary. Oh, Aegislash with a Mega Evolution. That'll be fucking terrible. Ah! Yeah, I mean, Sword and Shield's pretty unique. I mean, think of it when we started. When we started, we had colors. Then we went gems. Then letters. Then celestial bodies. And now we've got items. it's kind of hard to see where this is going to go from there, but we've obviously got like late 2019, so we've still got plenty of time, which means there's tons of more things that is going to be showcased as we go along. In other words, more Pokemon, more towns, the evil team that's going to be running them. Oh god, who's the evil team running around? Team Brexit! That'll be fucking hilarious! Let's see. Just realizing I said I wanted Pokemon that felt like Generation 1 and 2 again. Score Bunny and the gang kind of feel like it to me. Never mind, I'm excited again. Fair enough. Mythology and ancient history that could make interesting Pokemon designs, including dragons. Yep, that is true. That is true. But, what do you guys... I mean, let's put this as a perspective. Gen 8. Yay or nay, ladies and gentlemen? What do you guys make of it from first impressions? Do you think, oh my god, this is great to look forward to? Or do you think this is... more region-powered ones? Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, I mean, the unicorn one would be unique. I don't think we've had a unicorn. This is going to be more Norse mythology. What? Based off of Thor and the others, maybe? So Tien says yay, DA says yay, Cutlaw puts a Twitter, Paladin says yay, and a better question, would you guys like it if I streamed it? That would be kind of in between yay and nay. I'll admit I'm a bit in the middle myself, Mike, but I really... One thing to say, it looks amazing. That's the truth. Its graphics look amazing for it. And I think this might be the turning point that shows if games like Pokemon could come off of the handheld onto the main. The final north. That's how. Oh, let's check the region again. Yeah, it is in the north. Let's take a look. Yeah. So, I'm going to do mute and we'll let you guys view the region here. So, this is what we got. So, the bottom region is where we start, obviously. Got a train. It looks like the largest city is right there in the middle. A port town, a snow town, a mountainous region. Right there. Got a snowy city in the north. So this will be interesting to see. But overall... Oh, the northern city. Oh. So the you mean the very one at the very top? Tower with an arena. Yeah, he's right. Huh. So could that be where our last one is there? Also, look here on the left, by the way, guys. You see the rocky terrain there? It looks like there's another gym over there, but that might be where our plot important point is. The Ferris wheel. There's a very faint Ferris wheel. Maybe that's what they went with for the name as well. Galar being gallant. That could be another way around it as well. But it will be interesting. Oh, there's a twain in the middle. You take a twain. Interesting. Interesting indeed. A plot twist. This is the region that they had for Pokemon Battle Revolution. It just grew bigger. London Eye! Oh my god, he's right! Oh my god, that got me there. Wait, hold on! Wait, in that case, there's one other thing to think about it. Look there! What if that's the symbols what if that's like those line symbols that appeared on the hills in the UK? That would be interesting. You know, those are like the stick figures that appeared on the walls. Northernmost city. So it looks like that the top here is London. I think we've definitely got confirmation that it's from the UK. The question is, though, is it England or is it the whole of the UK? That's the bigger question that I'm trying to think here. But overall, I am excited, I'll confess. The only thing we just need to see, though, is what's going to come from this. What areas do we have to explore? What Pokemon are going to be brand new to our region? What are we looking at here? Are we going to look at a turning point for Pokemon? Or is this where the franchise is sadly going to fall? Well, All we'll have to wait and see what we get with more details later. The thing that does have me curious is the whole idea of the sport uniform in the gym. Actually, you get pregnancies everywhere. God damn it, Will, no! No! Bad Will! So what? The top area is where everyone in the Pokemon League wears kilts. God damn it, Barb! Well, I need to ask this a question. Where are you guys residing? Team Sword or Team Shield? What are you guys predicting right now? That's a question, they're curious. First impressions are based off the logo. What do you guys make? I mean, personally for me, I'd say I'm going to be Team Shield. But I'd have to see more before where we get. Your Pokemon that's a potion flask, and that would evolve into humanoid Pokemon looks like a wizard, maybe. Otherwise, both. Will's sword, third version announced. Oh no. What have you got for me? What have you got? I'm scared to look this up. Let's have a quick look. I am scared. No, don't show me that bit. Hang on a second. I'm gonna have a look at the... Yeah, let's do it properly right here. Hang on a second. I'm gonna have a look at... Oh, fuck. Turn off the echo before I lose track of things. Really? Someone's already had fun! Someone's already had fun! Pokemon Gun! Sword, shield, gun. Those are fucking fast. That's well played for 10 minutes. How the hell did they see that and just went sword, shield, gun? Just instantly went for it. That's fucking stupid, but it works. I have a sword. I have a shield. We have a Hulk. That would be interesting. Alright, so I think we've actually hit the end of the point of this, because I don't think I've actually got anything more to talk about of this. I mean, overall, I'm excited, just based on the looks. I'd have to see more shit to come out of this before we can really decide on whether this is a woohoo or a Time will tell, and we can only see from here. But I will say, based on looks, I am excited. I'm still going to get it. What do we get from here? We'll just have to wait and see. But until then, guys, be sure and let me know what you personally think yourself. And if you guys want to see what's coming up, be sure and check out other stuff that we got going down. And I will say, I will do a live stream of one of these two. Which one of the two is going to be, I have no idea yet. Shield, because I prefer defense over offense, but I'll have to wait and see. We all will. But until then, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed this little reaction here. It's been phenomenal. I'll be honest, my head was going to think it was going to be more Gen 4 remakes rather than Gen 8. But otherwise, I'm still happy. And I hope you guys are too. But otherwise, guys, if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure and hit the subscribe button and check out the other videos we got going down. Until then, guys, I hope you've had a blast watching this. I hope you guys are excited as I am, or at least you're kind of curious more than anything. But until then, guys, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, signing off on Let's Watch Live, the Pokemon Direct. Stay charged and catch you all later! Goodbye!